Angel. Angel, come here.
Don't finish it.
Come here, Angel. Angel.
Angel, look at the screen. Look at the screen.
Angel.
Chris, see off. Tell me to see off. It's so close. Chris, tell me to see. He is too.
Angel. Angel.
I didn't mean to shoot it.
Oh, yeah. Don't, Charles.
Get it. Whoa! Chris, watch the rubber band go. Chris, watch the rubber band go. Chris, look. Chris. 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 Watch the rubber band go. wire too. Yeah. Let me put it in my nose. The top one on the right.
We are on.
So what we have here is these termites that attack the house. You see their little highways coming up right here and here and here and here, and all these little brown lines all along. They're little dirt mud tubes, and they come up out of the ground, and then they just start to eat. You'll notice that these boards are not in all that good a condition anymore. And that extends in several feet in this corner here of the house. This is another good example of what it looks like. On this end over here, they go about 4 feet beyond the brick.
Now looking at what's remaining of the walnut tree, there's a root that's growing into, below the foundation of the house. If you look at the foundation, concrete is about 18 inches tall. And look at the size of the root. So what would you estimate the circumference or the diameter of the...
The diameter of that roof was, before I split it up, was about 14 inches.
Wow.
About the same as the
foundation.
Kind of like those cartoons that had the guy standing there with a big screw through his stomach. It's kind of like there's your house and there's the big screw, a big wood splinter just jammed into your thumb.
That accounts for some of the strange happenings in our house.
Yeah, that's why the stucco was all loose right there. It's very obviously where it was the loosest is straight up from the root.
Huh. Then I'll pan over to...
And if you look over here at the rim joist, see it's turned out. The footings pushed up and twisted this whole thing out a little bit.
And that's from that same root?
Yeah, because it's lifted up here, which translates to out in there somewhere. It's down to this corner.
Uh-huh.
There's a crack there, crack here, and then another one right there, and the last one right here. So just kind of lifting it all up.
Huh. Interesting jacking system, unintentional. And here we have the bare corner of the house.
Yeah.
No longer supported because we removed everything that was termite infested, which was everything.
Which wasn't supporting anything anyway.
Right. Oh yeah, you don't want to tell us how long we've been totally inadequate. Well, that's an area of the house, strangely, that nobody ever walked on. And I guess I'm glad.
Well, still a hole up there.
Here we have the stump of the black walnut tree. And I estimate that the diameter of that thing is looks like about 2 feet across. And we're taking it to the dump this afternoon in Terry's dump trailer that we've loaded a lot of other stuff in, as you can see, trying to clean up the backyard. This is the area that will be regraded for the driveway. And I'll give you another wonderful view again of the the work the backhoe will do. This is a before, and I'll do an after later. Now I'll take you over to the one last look at the termites. The inside view of our front bedroom with the termite infested area removed. And it goes clear to the edge of the closet. These termites even ate through part of the hardwood floor, especially in the corner. That's the worst infestation. So you can see that we have a real low skylight here at the edge of the house. This will all be quickly repaired and back together.
Here we are, October 24th, several weeks after the last video segment, just to show you some changes that have been made. The driveway doesn't look any different, but the cable company has come and put in a conduit that our cable will go through after the driveway has been poured. Here's the front of the house now. It's been sealed up. Terry has completed this portion. You can see that the wood needs to be repainted. We no longer have this brick facade in front. These little lines on the concrete are the trails that the termites left. These trails were between the brick that was in front of the house and the foundation, but they make little trails and they go from their home like a nest, like ants might have in the ground, up through these little trails they make into the house. Actually, as you can see, there's trails all along the foundation here. They were busy. This is the inside of the room that you saw that was torn up. And while it was torn up, we pulled the carpet back and removed the hardwood floor that was underneath the carpet here. and I'll show you in a second what we've done with the floor. Okay, this is the floor that used to be in the bedroom, and Mama's in the process of, she's nailed it down and is in the process of putting wood putty in all of the little holes that were left after the nails were countersunk. Then the floor will be sanded and totally refinished. We haven't quite finished to the edge here, but it will go to the edge of the kitchen, and then we'll have carpet in the family room. Back outside again, you can see that the side of the house was torn up, partially because of the termites, partially because the stucco was bulging because the ground had raised and lowered, or the adobe had raised and lowered with moisture, etc., plus the damage caused by the tree. So the stucco had to be removed, and Mike Ludlow is now in the process of, he's going to re-lath and plaster the outside of the house here. And continuing on around the house, you can see that all of the plaster around the bottom has to be redone. Also in the process, we put in a new sliding glass door here in the family room, in the dining room with a screen on it. A new sliding glass door in the family room. This is a pellet door. Both the sliding glass doors have double pane glass, but in this particular one, the double pane glass has these mini blinds embedded between the two panes. So the door opens and closes with the mini blinds installed, and there's a little knob at the bottom of each door that adjusts the angle of the mini blinds. It's a very nice door. It's wood on the outside. As I was saying, these doors are metal on the outside and wood on the inside. And here's the little adjustment screw in the corner of the door that adjusts the angle of the louvers. This is how the door looks open. Now for the rest of the yard, we're going to have a new cement patio here put in, and the cement is actually going to go up and become the coping around the edge of the pool. All of the plumbing was removed. We've installed PVC pipe. This is the return pipe that will go back into the pool. Right here is where the pipe enters back into the pool in two locations in the shallow end. That pipe will then continue from that point over to a new location where we have the filter and pump. At this point, we need to reattach the skimmer to the pool, and then there will be PVC pipe running from the skimmer to the pump. Also, the drain going down to the bottom of the pool will come up at this point and follow with PVC pipe. And we added an extra PVC pipe in the side of the pool. See, at this point, it goes through the side of the pool below the water line, where we can attach the hose to vacuum the bottom of the pool. And that enters through the side of the pool at this point. Now our plan is to have the complete inside of the pool resurfaced with fiberglass. And so all of the flaws in the pool will be removed by this new white fiberglass surface. You can also see here we've rewired the light and the pump. This conduit, at this point it comes up at this point, but continues on over to this new pad where the filter and pump are. These will be the switches to turn the pump on and off, and a switch for the pool light. This is the old pipe on the wall. It will be removed. The conduit now for the electrical doesn't come down the side of the wall, but there's a trench that goes underneath the house into the electrical panel. But the PVC pipes we were looking at earlier will continue on and connect right here. These will be the inputs into the pump, one from the drain at the bottom of the pool, one from the skimmer, and one from the auxiliary input from the side of the pool. They'll go into the pump at this point, then go into the filter, return from the filter, and go all the way back to the shallow end of the pool. Hopefully once it's all connected it will work and not leak. At this point, last weekend Terry and I poured this cement slab for the filter and pump to sit on. We plan to kind of enclose this so it'll be kind of like a little bench with perhaps the filter sticking up at the back of it. We wanted to remove it farther from the pool, and it's at approximately the same height that the rest of the cement will be after it's poured around the pool deck. This area back here behind the pool hopefully will become lawn. We're thinking of putting in a kind of a lawn volleyball court here in this particular area. In regrading, this is some of the concrete that was left over, and we kind of made it into a retaining wall here right next to the fence. And between it and the fence, you can see some of the lumber, or some of the logs that were left over as a result of chopping down the walnut tree that was next to the house. For the time being, we've moved the trailer back here just so that we can get the equipment in and out beside the house. Here we have the bathroom. Because of termite damage, we had part of the floor removed, and then we have new linoleum, as you see here on the bathroom floor. Yesterday the new driveway was poured, as you can see here. The color is called Western Gold, and it's now a 3-car driveway instead of a 2-car driveway. Here's just another view of the driveway. It'll be a couple more days before we're able to actually use it. The forms are now laid for the backyard, and the gravel is in place, and the rebar is in place. Let me explain here the electrical for a second. This is a grounding rod that goes deep into the earth. There's a copper wire attached to it, and the copper wire goes along as it attached several places to the rebar, which will be embedded in the cement. And over at this point is a clamp where it's bonded. The green wire here is also a grounding wire. It goes up into the electrical circuit, but the other end of it goes over and is connected to the back of the light here for the swimming pool. Behind the light there's a metal pipe that protrudes slightly. There it's connected to PVC, but anyway, the copper wire is connected there to the light. It's also connected to the back of the skimmer here, and also to rebar that comes out the edge of the side of the pool, and that once again is connected to the grounding rod. As you can see, there is rebar all over our patio here. The item here in the center is going to be a drain that will drain all the water from both the patio and from away from the house out this way. We have one step installed outside this sliding glass door. This was poured yesterday along with the driveway. This step will be poured tomorrow. along with the rest of the patio. What you see here is styrofoam molding that tomorrow morning, first thing, they will put all around the edge of the pool so that the cement will actually form the new coping around the pool. It'll go right up to the edge of the styrofoam, which has a curved shape, and a couple hours after they pour the cement, they will remove the styrofoam and by hand finish the edges. Also, you can see I just finished draining the pool, so the workmen tomorrow can get inside the pool and work on the coping. As you can see, the concrete here at the shallow end of the pool will be much wider than it used to be, so we don't have to walk through the mud to get to the backyard. Here's a nighttime shot of what our patio looks like. Right now it's a little muddy because we've had a rainstorm, but the patio's done. The pool has been completed in respect that the pool has a coating of fiberglass now. Here's a shot from the shallow end of the pool. Here's the steps. Here's the patio. With a garden hose on it. That's not very pretty. And of course the house. Water's quite clear. There's the drain at the bottom. You can see a few leaves and some debris on the bottom of the pool. And here's the pool with the light turned off with our nice patio. Here's our yard. It's Sunday, January 10th. Everything's a little moist because we've had 2 weeks of rain. But you can get a feel for the pool during daylight. Also, you can see the first coat of stucco that's been put on the house. And as soon as we get some dry weather, that will be completed. Okay, our pool right now is uncovered, but tomorrow we will be getting a pool cover, a safety pool cover installed over the entire pool. Okay, here's our new pool cover. Pull it together.
Yes.